You call your dog back and miracle, they come flying back. You celebrate, you're thrilled, you think, yes, we've cracked it. The very next day, you call and they bolt clean off in the other direction. And you are so frustrated with yourself, with your dog, with this whole goddamn training thing. Let's have some real talk. This is not failure. This is not even a setback. It's actually exactly how learning works. And if you don't know about this, you'll keep giving up right before progress is about to kick in. Hi, it's Katie, dog fanatic, coffee addict, and your guide to stress-free dog walks. If your dog pulls on the lead, barks, lunges, ignores your recall, or wants to say hello to everyone and everything, you're in the right place. There are such simple things you can do to make your dog calm down, listen to you, and behave like a superstar. Nothing will boost your confidence quicker so that you can enjoy relaxing walks with a dog you're proud of. Welcome to Stress-Free Dog Walks. Hello. Today we're talking about why it seems like you're making progress one day and losing it the next. But do you know why your dog is pulling, barking, lunging, or ignoring you in the first place? I created the walking diagnostic to help you answer that. There's a link in the show notes. It only takes a few minutes and it could be the light bulb moment you've been waiting for. And make sure that you don't miss an episode, subscribe to the show, and please leave a quick review on Apple Podcasts. It really helps other dog owners find the support that they need too. I've been strength training for a couple of years now, and when I first started, I'll use bench pressing as an example, it took me ages to be able to lift 30 kilograms. I worked really hard at it, and when I finally hit 30, I was over the moon, and I expected to be able to do it every time after that. Could I? Hell no. Some sessions, it was actually quite, I won't say easy, but definitely doable. Other days, it was like having jelly for muscles. I couldn't lift the bar and I had to go down to 28, 26, 25. I remember the first time I failed, which is where you literally can't do the lift and you have to rely on the safety bars. Only I hadn't set up the safety bars and I had to wiggle out from under the bar. I was absolutely devastated, mostly my pride. So there were some really hard lessons to learn, but learn them I did. And now I've just hit my 40 kilo bench press. And this time my expectations are entirely realistic. Just because I've done it once doesn't mean that I'll be able to do it next time. Why? Well, because annoyingly, I'm human, not a machine. And according to my smartwatch, a lot changes inside of this bag of flesh and bones from one day to the next. I sometimes have a rubbish sleep and I'm tired. I don't always eat well, so I'm not properly fueled. I have a busy, stressful period at work, so my nervous system is just completely frazzled. And honestly, sometimes I've slept well, I've eaten properly, I'm fueled and hydrated, and I still feel like shit and I can't lift the bar. And why should we assume it's any different for our dogs? They're not robots either, which means their bodies and brains can be in and out of balance from one day to the next too. They have their good days and bad days. Their performance will be affected by sleep, diet, stress, etc., just like you. That's why they can ignore a passing dog today, but might react tomorrow. You need to bear that in mind, and please stop falling into a doom spiral and declaring failure when your progress doesn't always follow that neat little up curve. And all of this is assuming that you're not asking your dog to do anything more challenging than they did yesterday, like loose lead walking for longer or recalling with more distractions, because even a small change in the environment can make it much harder for your dog to succeed. Just because your dog did it once doesn't mean it's learned. Their brain needs safe, consistent repetition to turn a new behavior, for example, recalling back to you on cue, into a reliable habit, especially when we're replacing an old habit, such as ignoring you. Think of your dog's brain like a field of grass. You've got a well-worn path running through it. That's the pulling, the barking, the lunging, the jumping up, or the ignoring you. It's well-worn because they do it all the time. It's an easy path to take. Then you teach a new behavior, loose lead walking, recall, passing other dogs calmly. You're starting to walk a brand new path through that field of grass, but it's new. you haven't worn it down yet. So it's still not the easiest path to take. The pulling, barking, and lunging path is still stronger and easier because it's literally the road more traveled. It's going to take time and repetition to make the new path the one that they default to. So now when you look at that field of grass, at the two paths, you've got the new good behavior path. It's more clearly defined, it's easier to walk down, and the grass is growing over the old barking, lunging, ignoring you path because it's not being used. So it's making it harder to walk down, and that's a good thing. Let's bring it home with an example. Say that Alfie lunges at other dogs out of fear or frustration or overexcitement. The lunging behavior is the well-worn path. It's what he's practiced the most, so it's the most familiar path for his brain to take. Now you've started teaching something new. Maybe it's turning to you when he sees a dog. That's the new path. It's hard at first, and there are plenty of times when Alfie still lunges. That's expected. The grass on the new path is still tall. It takes effort to wear it down. But you practice every day, and Alfie gets really good at it. The new path, the turning to look at you, gets clearer, easy to walk down, and he starts to default to it. So far, so wonderful. Here's the kicker though. The old path is still there, and if your dog is tired or stressed or overwhelmed, they'll more easily fall back onto it. This is why your dog might seem to regress or forget. It's not failure, it's fallback. Totally normal and totally human too. Say you're trying to break your mindless Instagram doom scrolling habit in the evening, and you want to replace that with a healthier habit. Say you want to read a book instead. The first night, you nail it. You curl up with a good novel and you feel great. Success. The next night, same, you're on a roll. But by night 4, you've had a long day. You're tired, you're stressed, you reach for your phone without even thinking about it, and before you know it, you're 20 minutes deep into reels of perfectly trained dogs living their best life. Did you fail? No, you didn't. You fell back on the old pathway, the one your brain has used hundreds, maybe thousands of times. That habit is still there, and when you're depleted, your brain reaches for whatever is easiest, fastest, and most familiar. Your dog is no different. They don't forget the good new behavior, they just fall back on the one that they've practiced more, which is the pulling, the barking, the lunging, the ignoring you. Going back to Alfie, whose original default response was to lunge at dogs, but you trained him to turn and look at you instead, the turn to look at you is well practiced, so the path is nice and clear, which means it's easy for Alfie to take it. The grass on the old path, the lunging path, is growing over, but it's still there. And if Alfie's not feeling his best, for example, he went to the vet yesterday, or he didn't sleep well last night because there was thunder, or he was home alone a little longer than he's comfortable with this morning, or he's got that sickness bug that's going around, then what was easy yesterday, passing his nemesis dog without lunging, today results in a full-scale meltdown. What does this mean for you and your dog? Keep practicing the new positive habits until they stick. Small wins, repeated often, become big change. And keep in mind that the old pathway is still there. If your dog seems to have a setback, it's not that they're more stupid or more stubborn than other people's dogs, or that you're worse at training dogs. It's just how brains work. And this is why it's so important to talk about what's going on inside your dog's brain and how they learn, because what you might think of as a failure is just everyday normal stuff. And when you know that, you can keep going through the hard days. All right, real growth happens gradually because your dog isn't just memorizing a trick, they're building a new default response, often in high pressure situations. What feels like a setback is just a normal part of the learning process. Progress doesn't happen in a straight line, it happens in spirals and dips and plateaus and breakthroughs. That's not failure, your dog isn't broken, you're just learning how learning actually works. Give it time, repeat the good stuff, and please, please, please stop declaring failure over everyday setbacks. You can do this, you really can, your dog can too. Keep going, you've got this. I'd love to hear how you implement what we discussed today. I'm Katie Guastapalia, and you can connect with me on Instagram at Dogwood Adventure Play or inside Club Dogwood. You'll find show notes and any links I mentioned over at stressfreedogwalks.com. Remember, no one piece of advice will magically fix your dog. You'll get the best results when you combine what we talked about today with the low stress Scentventure lifestyle. Advice and opinions are our own. I'm a dog training and behaviour specialist, but I may not be your dog training and behaviour specialist. Do your own research before implementing anything you hear on the show. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with another dog owner who could use a dose of calm and confidence in their lives too. Sharing is the best way to make the world a better place for the dogs we love so much. Oh, wait. Before you go, I would love to send you a copy of my Calm Canine Blueprint completely free as a gift. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment Calm Canine below, because it really helps other dog owners find the support that they need too. The blueprint is my 10-page plan where I'll give you the big picture of everything that's needed to create a calm, relaxed dog. So if you're wondering, yes, I would love to have a chill dog who listens to me, but where do I even start? Well, this is it. This is where you start. It also includes a soothing, calming audio track for you and your dog to listen to together. And so it's ideal for winding down after a stressful day, a difficult walk, or preparing your dog to switch off for the evening. When you're calm, your dog naturally mirrors your energy. It's one of our best audios, but I will unlock access for you for free, along with the entire blueprint. I know, crazy, I know. So just like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment Calm Canine below. Take a screenshot of your comment and then head over to stressfreedogwalks.com/comment to upload it. And then I'll send you the Calm Canine Blueprint and audio track free. Again, head over to stressfreedogwalks.com/comment to upload your screenshot and get access. Thanks so much for all your support, and I can't wait to hear how the show has helped you.